All right, guys, just want to make a quick crypto video. I see that Bitcoin, we were dumping. Well, no, I wouldn't say dumping. We're in a little bit of a pullback last couple of days. Now we're almost back up to 66,000. So it does look like Bitcoin is really trying to make its way back up to all-time highs, 70,000. Could we get there sometime this weekend? I really have no idea, but it's certainly possible. This looks like to be mainly a Bitcoin situation. You got your altcoins coming back from the dump yesterday, but still you got XRP at 56 cents, down from we were at 65 cents or something, 64 cents a couple days ago. We're going to talk about XRP a little bit. I actually got a lot more views. It's weird. I made a video yesterday talking about XRP and my possible plan to get out, when I'm going to get out. And I actually got double the views by simply mentioning XRP, which made me think, I'm like, there really must be a lot of people holding XRP. There must be a lot of people just looking for any glimmer, any dinkleberry of hope with XRP if I'm getting double the view by simply mentioning XRP and talking about XRP. And I also thought to myself, well, maybe I'll just mention XRP every video so I can get double the views. But a lot of people took what I was saying yesterday or 2 days ago as very negative about XRP. Guys, I mean, XRP is no different than any other cryptocurrency. All these altcoins are all shit. They're all going to go to zero. They all suck. Even Cardano will probably eventually go to zero. So don't take what I say about XRP too strongly. I just really think that this is probably the last major bull run we're going to have for XRP. There's a lot of hype behind it. We're going to talk about how basically XRP only pumps off hype. There's no fundamentals whatsoever. One reason XRP has actually dumped, in fact, we can talk about it right now. There was rumored to be an SEC meeting talking about something. SEC cancels meeting, rumored on Ripple settlement and injunction, blah, blah, blah. And XRP just dumps 13%. I mean, so this is what we've been talking about with XRP. It pumps up off news one day, and the next day it just dumps. And I kind of like that about XRP. I'm not even saying that as a negative, because XRP is actually one of the few coins I'm actually going to be trading. And that's why if this news comes back out, say we get something next week and they say, oh, XRP now, say it's August 15th, the SEC has rescheduled their meeting with XRP or Ripple. Then you're just going to see XRP shoot right up to 80 cents. And then after the meeting, it's going to dump right back down to 50 cents. So don't take it as a negative. All these cryptocurrencies to me are basically snake oil, some worse than others. Like I said, I don't see any use case for XRP or Ripple. I don't like Brad Garlinghouse. I don't like how they dump XRP. They sell XRP just to fund their Ripple operations. I'm not a big fan, but yeah, I mean, I expect to make money on XRP. I really do. Whether I sell it at 80 cents to buy something else like we talked about yesterday, or I hold it to $3, I'm going to make money on it, but it's 100% news driven. So it does look like they canceled this meeting, and that's why XRP is dumping. We will continue to follow XRP. I haven't talked about much about XRP in the last couple months, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit more because there's a lot of people interested in it. Look, the fact of the matter is, and it's very depressing. I was talking to somebody in my comments about that. I got into crypto in 2017. A bunch of my friends, I actually met some friends on Reddit just talking about cryptocurrencies, and some people I still keep in contact with. I'll be honest with you guys, like a lot of my friends, a lot of people I talk to online, we were big into Cardano, Litecoin. Theta was a big one, and we all did really well. Like I know people who paid cash, including myself, for like a house. Buying cars cash. We really did well the last bull market. And the people who only held XRP, they made zero money. One guy was almost suicidal over it. And that's there's millions of people out there who only held XRP. They bought in 2017, 2018, thinking they were going to get a massive bull run with XRP. And because of the whole SEC thing, they made no money. And you can go on Reddit, you can find the horror stories of people complaining, and I guarantee you there were suicides. There were suicides because when you see everybody around you, essentially every other cryptocurrency in the top 50, people made hundreds of thousands of dollars minimally. And their lives are changed. But if you held XRP, you didn't make a penny, and that's very sad. And that's why when I think about XRP, I just see sadness, I see misery, and I see extreme risk. And that's why when I got into XRP right before the SEC settlement, I knew I wasn't going to be in long, and I also knew it was a lotto play that I could lose my money at any time. I don't trust XRP. I don't trust the founders behind XRP. I've already said I think XRP is a security. I don't know how it did not get labeled a security. I guess when you have good lawyers, right? When you have good lawyers, like Alec Baldwin, he just got off on murder. When you have good lawyers, O.J. Simpson, he got, like, if you're rich and you have good lawyers, a lot of times you can beat charges. And I think that's how Brad Garlinghouse, by dumping a lot of XRP to pay for all these lawyers, I think they managed to get XRP not labeled a security. I don't know how it's not labeled a security. They just magically made XRP out of thin air and gifted it to themselves and then sold it so they could fund their operations. I mean, it sounds like a security to me, but whatever. It's not a security, so that's great. But yeah, the point being is people didn't make any money in XRP last bull run. That means there's a lot of bag holders. There's a lot of people holding XRP right now. That's why these XRP videos get a lot of views, and that's why a lot of YouTubers only talk about XRP, even though they don't like XRP, because they know they're going to get a lot of views because there's so many people who made no money last bull market. These people are suicidal. They're thinking to themselves, this is my last shot to sell XRP. These people bought XRP at 80 cents, $1, $2, $3. Because if you remember back in 2017, CNBC was telling people, they were actually doing how-to videos on CNBC, how to buy XRP Ripple. And it all blew up in their face. And now, of course, they don't talk about it anymore. So there's a lot of bag holders with XRP. There's a lot of people waiting to sell their XRP at $2 or $3. We are in that group as well. And that's why I think XRP, between $2 or $3, that's basically as high as it's going to get. But for a guy like me who bought in at 25 cents, yeah, I can live with a 10, 15x. That's all I shoot for in crypto. I want 10, 15x. Once I make 10, 15x is when I start getting out. I'm not greedy. And I think a lot of other people are going to do that as well. So that's the XRP news. We'll keep following it. But, man, I'm surprised how many bag holders there are in XRP. Another thing we've been talking about on this channel, right now the stock market's absolutely doing very well. I think we're pretty much at all-time highs. We're in bubble territory for the stock market. And I've always said, if we get a crash in the stock market, it's going to be probably after the elections, because it can't happen now, because it just kind of kills the current administration. So what happens is the Fed and whoever the powers to be are going to try to keep this sham going in the stock market, this bubble going, probably till at least October, November, maybe even early next year. And I've always said, remember, when we get that stock market crash, when this bubble pops in the stock market, real estate, but mainly stocks, you're already seeing real estate kind of level out a little bit. But when you see this bubble blow in the stock market, it's going to completely kill crypto. I mean, what you're going to see, it's going to make the COVID dump for Bitcoin look like a Sunday school picnic. I mean, it's going to be like that's it. And that's why I plan to be completely out of these markets, these crypto markets, at the top of this bull run. But the big thing is, so the big thing in the back of my mind is, everything's about timing. I was really hoping we'd be at the top of the bull run by this point, when I was making videos 2 years ago. It looks like that's probably not going to happen for another couple months. Alt season could start this month, but probably most likely next month or September. We just want to make sure that Bitcoin hits $150,000. Cardano hits its high of $5, $10, XRP $3, Theta $20, $25. We want to be in that full-blown alt season before the end of the year, because I really truly think the stock market crash is going to be the catalyst that kills this crypto bull market. And we could be in a situation, if things drag out too long in this whole crypto bubble we're in right now, it could actually hurt the bull market, and we might not get a $150,000 Bitcoin. Maybe we'll only get a $90,000 Bitcoin and a $2 Cardano, and then the stock market crashes. Point being, the minute the stock market crashes, the minute this bubble pops, everybody's talking about it. Here's an article right here. Greatest bubble nearing its peak, says Black Swan manager Mark Spinklegal, who has made billions from past crashes, sees last hurrah for stocks before severe reckoning. So this is a guy that makes all of his money basically just calling when the end of these markets are going to be. Then he shorts them. He thinks it's almost over. I don't think he puts an exact timeline in here. Let me see if I can find it. He does say in here, though, he expects all the stocks to essentially half. So if you're like in Apple right now or Microsoft, Microsoft, just cut that in half. And a lot of these smaller stocks will even, it's almost going to be like you're in crypto. It's going to be like holding a lot of these stocks right now is kind of like if you're holding like Cardano or XRP. They could really drop like 80 or 90%. Yeah, so I'm reading through this article, and he doesn't give an exact timeline. He just says we're near, which I'm thinking probably is in the next couple months, maybe going into early next year. So as of right now, the timing is looking good because it looks like this crypto bull run we're in, which follows the 4-year cycles, it looks like by the time we're hitting the top, the stock market's also going to be hitting the top as well, and that's going to be that catalyst that takes us, that there's always some catalyst that basically takes us back into to a crypto bear market. And I think it's going to be a stock market crash. And I think what it's going to do is, I think a lot of people are going to be talking about a $200,000 Bitcoin. Everything's going to be great. Stocks are pumping. Cardano's $5. Oh my God, XRP's $250. Theta, it just hit $20. I'm talking about, maybe this is like October or November. And then people are going to be like, oh my God, there's so much more room for this bull market. And there's going to be people flooding into crypto, flooding into stocks, and then one day you're going to wake up and just that rug is going to be pulled from underneath you, and it's going to start with stocks, and it's going to be like CNBC, oh my God, we've never seen anything like this in the last 50 years, blah, 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 and of course, right after that, boom, Bitcoin, bam, $150,000 Bitcoin turns into $50,000 Bitcoin. Then it goes back up to 70, and then we go back down to 30, 20, maybe even back down to $15,000 Bitcoin, if we get something like what this guy's talking about, where we go into one of the biggest stock market crashes. And a lot of times these stock market crashes, these bubbles can last for a couple years. So not to scare you guys, but I think that the timing right now is on our side. But I definitely think that's going to be the catalyst that takes us into the next bull market. Cardano is set to surge. Here's why. This article is just talking about all the whales that have been buying Cardano over the last couple months during this crash, which always happens. The one thing great about Cardano is every time Cardano gets a crash, you can see the whale activity. And the whales are just accumulating. There's so many whales. The amount of money these whales are going to make when Cardano hits $2 or $3, it's like we're talking billions and billions of dollars. Also saw this article, if I can find it. And this is kind of what we're comparing previous cycles on Cardano to this current cycle. A stock analyst expects a 3,000% Cardano upsurge to hit $13 if history repeats. A well-respected stock and crypto analyst on TradingView believes Cardano could rise 3,000%, hitting $13. The seasoned analyst behind the basic trading account has recently projected a staggering 3,000% increase for Cardano, potentially driving its price to over $13. He bases the optimism projection in this patterns and technical setup observed in Cardano's behavior. Cardano price movement has exhibited notable cyclical patterns over the years. The analyst pointed out that Cardano has undergone a significant surge followed by steep corrections over the last few years. In an analyst of Cardano's monthly chart, the market watcher reveals that Cardano experienced a major surge to its first cycle high of 0.38 in May 2018. However, a steep correction followed afterwards, leading to a drop to 0.039 in December. Cardano recovered from the correction over a 6-month period and eventually collapsed again to the level of 0.03. The analyst confirmed that Cardano formed a robust support at that floor. Cardano retested the support twice afterwards, then it broke key resistance and leading to an impressive 5,000% rally. What do I get out of this article? Yeah, history a lot of times does repeat in crypto. Point being, this is very common what you're seeing right now on Cardano. It has a nice pump up. We hit 80 cents. Okay, we go back down to 38 cents. Then we go back up to 48 cents. Then we go back down to 38 cents. But eventually, the move becomes violent. The pump becomes violent. And it's not like a 38 cents to 80 cents anymore. It's more like a 38 cents to $3, $5, $6, $7, $8. And that's basically what we're on a course to do. So everything looking good for Cardano. Can't complain there. We talked about this. Going back to the stock market, here's another article. The stock market is flashing warning signs as tech shares are a valuation time bomb. Sokagen says. Not going to read the article, but there's a lot of analysts coming out right now talking about how we're pretty much in a stock market bubble. I totally agree with it. So we'll definitely be following that. That's like I said, that's my major concern right now with this crypto bull market, is that if stocks crash, if this bubble somehow pops earlier, which, sometime with a bubble, it can just pop at any time, that will kill this bull run, and then it's over. And let's just hope it doesn't happen until next year. I don't think it's going to happen until next year, but it's something that has to be in the back of our mind. There is a risk with stocks that could basically kill crypto. For the next couple years. I mean, it would kill this bull market, which means we would have to wait for another 4 years, 3 or 4 years, to go back into a bull market. All right. Other than that, we talked about XRP. We talked about how a lot of the altcoins are coming back a little bit. Cardano back up to 43 cents, which isn't good. You still got Litecoin hanging out in the $70 range, which is what you want to see. Overall, guys, I think we're just waiting for that alt season. I know there was some Ethereum. A lot of people are talking about Ethereum because of the whole ETF. I expect most people are probably going to dump, with a sell the news type thing for Ethereum. I think you have to be a lunatic to be in Ethereum right now. I think if you're going to buy Ethereum, you might as well just buy Bitcoin, because the ROI is pretty much the same. So it's just, I don't know. I would if you want to be in an altcoin, why not just buy an altcoin that's probably going to 10, 20, 30x? Why do you want to be in an altcoin that's maybe going to 3x from here? I just think it's kind of a waste. But overall, everything looking good. And I will talk to you later. Like and subscribe.